Now, IEX is the stock that we want to focus on, the company we want to focus on. It's fell 8%, 8.5%, almost all of it in the last 30, 40 minutes of trade. And there is news here as well. There's a circular dated the June 2nd, where the Power Ministry is asking the CERC, the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, to undertake the process of consultation and implementation of market coupling in a timely manner. Now, Mr. S.N. Goel is Chairman and Managing Director at IEX. He's joining us right now to take some questions. Mr. Goel, good morning. Great to have you with us here, sir. First of all, could you, in very simple terms, tell us what does market coupling mean? We have analysts who track the company, who track the sector, saying that this will take away pricing out of the hands of IEX. IEX, if this goes through, will only match volumes and will not there will be no discovery of prices which will happen elsewhere. Is that interpretation correct? Go on, sir.
Good morning. As far as market coupling is concerned, what we understand from the market coupling is when you have different geographies and the markets are operating in these geographies, you couple these geographies to take advantage of diversity in demand and supply in these geographies. Europe has done these things. 26 countries of the Europe they did the market coupling to integrate these countries to take advantage of the different sources of power and demand variations. In India, we have one market in the country. Already, the entire country is coupled through the market. So there is one market. I don't understand this market coupling, what we are now talking about, that different exchanges will be coupled through this. This will be something like, couple maybe BSE and NSE or couple Ola and Uber. So that don't make a real business case. I mean, it will kill basically innovation and competition in the sector. So I don't think the interpretation of the market coupling, which is now floating from the last one day, is the right interpretation. And in any case, CRC ministry has requested CRC to look into this. CRC will definitely analyze whether in the present market design, which is a voluntary market, in this voluntary market design, whether market coupling has a place, whether we should go for it or not, what are the advantages, what is the advantage.
Mr. Goel, have you asked Mr. Goel, you're saying the interpretation is maybe not correct, but have you reached out to the ministry to understand what this would mean? And prima facie, prima facie, you're saying that pricing will remain, price discovery will still happen on the exchange. That's your understanding. You're sure?
See, the price discovery has to happen only at the exchange only. That main role of the exchange, as per the power market regulation issued by CRC, is that exchanges have to do the price discovery. And they have also defined how the price discovery is to be done. So I have no doubt about that. And in any case, it is the regulatory function to regulate the market. And I'm sure the regulator will look into these things. They will, if required, they will initiate the stakeholder consultation. And thereafter, maybe if they want to implement this, then they will have to construct the design of the market, amend the regulations. So it's a long drawn process.
Right. Hi, good morning, Mr. Goel. Nigel on this side. From the market perspective, they believe that the moat of IEX will get disrupted, and that's why the stock was under pressure. But we take your point on board. Could you tell us with regard to implementation? Now the CERC has to have a look at it, right? What kind of a time frame can we look at?
See, first of all, CRC will have to internally decide whether they would like to go ahead with this or not. Whether in the present market design, which they have implemented, CRC has implemented the present market design voluntary market from the last 15 years. And they have licensed the 3 exchanges. And all these 3 exchanges are operating in this space. It is only 6 to 7% of the country's generation which is not transacting through the exchange. All buyers and sellers have different options available in the market. So in this kind of a voluntary market, whether market coupling is really required or not. I mean, if you recall, there was a discussion on the MBID earlier. So if you implement MBID, whereas the entire generation of the country has to go through the market, in such kind of a scenario, yes, maybe market coupling has a point, but not in the voluntary market. So
Mr. Goel, that's the other negative, right? Because there's no mention of MBID, which, you and me as well have discussed many times in the last 18, 24 months. That was supposed to be the big trigger, but there's no mention of that. There's mention of coupling, but there's no mention of MBID.
That is why I'm saying that CRC will look into this, that whether under the present market framework this is required or not. And if they feel that we should go ahead with this, then they will issue a consultation paper. Everybody will have opportunity to give their submissions, comments. We will also have
Sure.
opportunity to give our comments.
Mr. Goel, sure. Mr. Goel, morning. This is Sonia here.
Morning.
So, assuming that the CERC goes ahead with this, because, that's the fear that the street has. The stock was down almost 10% yesterday. So, assuming that the CERC goes ahead with this, what would the impact be on IEX? What kind of volume hit are we looking at? And any other impact that you would have?
So if it is implemented, then we will have to see what kind of a construct they are going ahead with. Is it one of the exchanges going to do the price discovery, or they are going to have some third party doing the price discovery, and exchanges are only collecting the bids and doing the financial settlement? So we'll have to see the construct, what they are going to do. And thereafter only we will be able to assess the impact.
Okay, so you're saying as of now you need to see the construct if and when it goes through and then assess the impact. Got that. Can you tell us, have you given up or ceded any market share to the other players in the recent past organically? And if you can just help us with the numbers. What is the market share currently and how much has it changed?
Earlier our market share used to be almost about 94-95%.
Okay.
But in the last 1 year, it is now almost about 88-89%. Because last year, one more exchange that came into operation. And with that, the market share is slightly down now.
So, Mr. Goel, just on this market share perspective, I think you had mentioned last time around from 95, it came to around 89%, but you're expecting it to go to early 90s. So you hold on to that view for this year. We'll have to wait for the implementation of these new proposals. But for this year, you see it at around 90 to 93%, point number one. And volume growth, I think you were guiding for is around 15% for this year. The first 2.5 months, have they shaped up okay? And do you hold on to that volume guidance?
Yeah. As far as the market share is concerned, CERC has already issued the GNA regulations and transmission charge sharing regulation. So the anomaly which was there in the transmission charge sharing regulation will get implemented now. And that should lead to shifting of volume on the day-ahead market. And as far as the growth is concerned, I still hold the view of 15% growth because in the first 2 months we have achieved almost about 8% kind of growth. And now monsoon is coming. We will have large hydro generation in the country, wind generation in the country. So there is going to be improvement in the supply side.
Mr. Goel, if I just to go back to this regulation, right? You said it will be up to the CERC, etc. But if I look at the circular, the 2nd of June circular, and see how it is worded, right? It's almost as if the ministry has made up its mind. It says Ministry of Power has decided to go ahead with the process. CERC is requested to take suitable action so that the process of consultation and finalization of the construct for its implementation is done expeditiously and the same can be implemented quickly. So, yes, there will be a process in terms of how this will go through. So, they'll have to go through the different stages, consultation, etc. But from the ministry side, there seems to be a push. If you just a basic reading of the circular, sir, from the ministry.
Yeah, I have read this. I read this letter, and ministry has given their peace of mind, but they have requested CERC to initiate the stakeholder consultation and start the process. And CERC, whenever they do any change in the market design, they initiate the stakeholder consultation.
Yeah.
That's the process. That's the process which is defined in the Act also and in the CERC regulations also.
All right, we'll leave it there, sir. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Goel, and running us through what you make of this right now. This is very initial stages, and it will take some time before this will finally go through. I mean, but in markets, always, they shoot first, ask questions later. Yesterday, the stock was down 8.5%. I'm not sure whether, we'll see any meaningful recovery or anything till there is more clarity, till we, I guess, hear from the government itself in terms of what the intention is. We'll try and do that as well.